Using too much alcohol. It's usually okay to use a heavy hand when cooking with wine on the stovetop. As heavy a hand as you want, really.
And then for Aunt Sandy, a bottle of white wine.
That's not the case with a slow cooker though, because the lid stays on tight and nothing really evaporates. In fact, when you add wine to a slow cooker recipe, you'll taste more of the wine than you would in a stove-cooked dish. For that reason, it's best to skip the wine or add it sparingly unless you're really after that boozy tang. Cooking frozen food. As fabulous as it sounds, it's not a good idea to put frozen food, especially meat, in your slow cooker. If your slow cooker is full of frozen food, it'll take way too long to reach a safe temperature for consumption, meaning your food will spend longer than it should at temps that are less than safe. Don't eat that. Not layering correctly. Believe it or not, your slow cooker doesn't cook evenly all the way through. The foods at the bottom cook faster, so foods that need longer cooking times, like root vegetables, should go at the bottom of the slow cooker, followed by the meat, which cooks faster. Not greasing. Slow cookers may make cooking a breeze, but they can also make cleanup a pain. They usually end up soaking in your sink just as long as they spent cooking on your counter. And even then, you still need an awful lot of elbow grease to get them clean. Save yourself some time and use a cooking spray or a slow cooker liner to make cleanup that much easier.
Slow cookers can be total lifesavers for busy people, but you could definitely be using your slow cooker for more things than you are right now. There are tons of things that work really well in a slow cooker that you may never have considered before. Here are the things you should be using your slow cooker for that'll have you in food heaven. Party mixes. Believe it or not, party mixes are actually a great thing to make in your slow cooker. It heats everything at a low enough temperature so that you don't have to worry about burning, but still make sure that every single piece is coated with whatever delicious saucy seasonings you've added to the mix. Bonus, it frees up your oven, so if you're throwing a party, there's no need to stress about the timing of everything. Baked goods. Wait, what? Baked goods kind of have to be, well, baked, right? Actually, there are plenty of baked goods that work super well in the slow cooker. Things like puddings, crumbles, bread pudding, and the like all can be made in your slow cooker, along with some less obvious things like cakes and brownies. And if you really like that crusty outside on your baked goods, cooking them for a bit without the lid ensures that you're not left with a soggy mess at the end. Get ready to tote out your slow cooker every time you bake brownies. Oatmeal. If you're not already cooking oatmeal in your slow cooker, you will be soon. It's as easy as adding all the ingredients and turning it on. You can do a bare bones, simple recipe with just oats and water, or you can gloss it up a bit with fruit and spices like cinnamon and ginger. Even better, you can cook oatmeal overnight, meaning there will be a warm, comforting, delicious breakfast ready and waiting for you when you wake up in the morning. Stock. Stock is the perfect food to try making in the slow cooker rather than on the stove. To get a good, rich stock, you really need to let it go for quite a while. That's where the slow cooker comes in. You can add all your ingredients, then simmer it overnight to make sure that it's rich and flavorful.
Great soup, Mrs. Q.
Dessert sauces. Like stock, dessert sauces are pretty much the perfect thing to make in your slow cooker. These sauces are made for low temperature and gradual cooking. They're susceptible to burning or scalding if made on the stove when you don't have as much control over the temperature. In particular, slow cooker dulce de leche is as easy as it gets. All it requires is an unopened can of sweetened condensed milk and enough water to cover it. Cook that for 8 hours and it's ready. After you make the most delicious dessert sauces ever, drizzle them over desserts or pour a shot into your coffee.
It's like Christmas in a cup.